Good day, Tigers. Welcome to NSTV. I'm Patricia Ortiz and I'll be your host for today's broadcast. Today's segment is about disaster preparedness and response, for which I prepared an interview and invited guests to participate. In this telecast with me is Ms. Tunac, a fellow Tunasian from the College of Education, and Mr. Franco Plaza, a social worker and researcher from the Department of Social Welfare and Development. As individuals who live in a country that experiences almost all forms of natural disasters, it is one of our responsibilities as young adults to be more knowledgeable on the current relevant issues our country is facing yearly. To emphasize more on the significance of this issue, let us call on Mr. Franco for some expert remarks.
I agree with Ms. Patricia's statement that improving preparedness and response during emergencies is one of youth's many responsibilities. This includes anticipating potential hazards and planning ahead of time to openly raise awareness among communities, families, and individuals so that others can take the necessary steps and actions to reduce vulnerability to disasters. Emergency preparedness is important because it makes it easier for people to recover after a disruptive disaster. Similar to Japan, which is also a prone disaster risk country, they ensure that their citizens are well prepared. The Tokyo Fire Department's Honjo Life Safety Learning Center provides a popular experience tour in which families can participate together. I suggest that the Philippines should also initiate more advertisements, posters, and facilities to assist Filipino citizens in being aware and prepared when disasters strike.
An approach that our leaders and viewers should think about more. Likewise, it interests us how certain precautions and recovery can be very essential to Filipinos during crucial situations we all may face. Not only do we save more people, but we learn basic life survival skills and valuable lessons along the way. Mr. Franco, what can you say about our government's initiatives or actions?
Statistics shows that only 40% felt very prepared prior to the calamity. Furthermore, 38% of Filipinos believe that they will struggle to recover from a disaster in the near future, while only 22% believe they will be able to. Simply put, the Philippines has been in need of development in terms of disaster risk reduction management in recent years, and even now. When it comes to destructive floods and major losses in structural properties, the government is lacking to provide the urgent solutions. The government is trying to alleviate these shortcomings with the help of established local agencies tasked with responding to the needs of the Filipino people in times of crisis. First is the Department of Interior Local Government, or DILG, which is in charge of increasing the community's capacity and degree of awareness of all dangerous effects and potential threats. This encourages Filipinos to participate in disaster risk reduction management programs. The other is the Department of Social Welfare and Development, which is in charge of the well-established disaster response and relief operations, as well as providing temporary shelter for the victims.
Thank you, Mr. Franco, for your informative report. Now let's turn to a more relatable prospect for our Tunasian audience. Ms. Hurley, what are your thoughts on the matter?
Before I begin, I extend my greetings to our Tiger viewers. I am delighted to be a part of this collaboration, both to share my knowledge and to express my sentiments. Disasters can strike with or without warning, and we may be separated from our families at the time. Thus, it is critical that we plan our actions ahead, such as help we can ask for, contact reach other family members, locations, and evacuation plans. These household and government initiatives can greatly reduce disaster-related fear, anxiety, and losses. More people would also be able to survive and recover from natural disasters if the government provided adequate facilities, relief goods, and more advocacy regarding disaster preparedness and response in the country, updating each locality's evacuation routes and sites, as well as providing knowledge of first aid, comprehensive government news, warnings, and alerts will reduce the risk for each community.
We from NSTV are also delighted to hear about what you've expressed, especially about families. My final question for you, as a representative of Tunasians with citizenship values, is what actions we can take for others to understand and address this issue.
As members of the Tunasian community, we should assist our fellow Filipino citizens by demonstrating what good citizenship of unity means. We accomplish this through assisting those in need by donating and distributing relief supplies to the community. We can create a safe and supportive society by providing feedback and developing solutions to the society's needs. Being a Tunasian also entails imparting the 3 C's in whatever situation we find ourselves in, being passionate and providing emotional support to those who are affected with affirming words such as, "We will make it through this," or "There is always hope, we can recover." These students can also participate in fundraisers for recovery causes. to be competent in being honest and listening to the needs and concerns of others who are affected by the calamities, doing one's best to give assistance without being too emotionally involved, and is focused on the goal of helping others. Lastly, being committed to our duties as an NSTP student of the University of Santo Tomas. This is our obligation to give ourselves fully to serve the community, especially in times of crisis. We students can advocate by creating websites and posters to promote the importance of preparedness and response in our community and country.
Thank you, Ms. Hurley. Your message about core values being applied in the simple ways has benevolently and perfectly concluded our NSTV episode. To that end, let us soon witness a development in disaster preparedness and response unfold in front of our eyes. That's all for today, Tigers. Until next time on NSTV.